Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couple Show for April 30th. We're going to cover four NBA playoff games that go this weekend. Game one in Spurs OKC that goes today on Saturday, and then three on Sunday.
On Sunday, but before we get too far ahead of ourselves, Pistol Pete, the beating continues.
Hey, before you go over there, can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
I tweeted out three more second halves yesterday.
Okay, and they all won.
Of course.
Wow.
You know what my overall record is on my NBA second halves?
What is it?
13-3 on the totals, 11-1.
My God, Pistol Pete, that's kicking ass, taking names and producing.
That's P. Loshak. P as in Papadum, Loshak.
I love that.
At Twitter.
That's great. Good man, Pistol Pete.
There
I love
you
it.
go.
Producing during the playoff time.
And the other thing is, like I predicted, I told you, I was like, my picks in this show at this point that we shoot, I don't expect them to be profitable, but I said I'm good at totals like an hour before tip-off and second halves.
You've always said it.
I
and
delivered.
You do it. Then keep on doing it,
there
Pistol
you go.
Pete. I love it. One thing I did not do last night was deliver, put my money on Portland. It's okay. I'm feeling good about what's coming this weekend. 147, 137. Pistol Pete had 9 plays, went 4 and 5, 87.
And I'm damn proud of it.
And 106, and he's damn proud of it. So with that being said, let the haters come, let everything else. I know one thing, I'm banking some money this weekend.
And I want to give a general shout out to our supporters, because we do get a lot of supporters who defend us in the comments on the YouTube videos.
Yes, we do. There's
and I'll
a
tell you
bunch
what,
of them.
I'm a very delicate, emotional person, and those positive comments really make me feel better.
Well,
I love them.
No, I mean, I do too. I appreciate it all.
everyone.
I even appreciate the haters, because hell, it gives us something to talk about. At the end of the day, we're on the same team trying to beat the bookie.
No, I appreciate. I love the haters too, but it's tough emotionally. The supporters make me feel great.
But you know what? It's what we signed up for.
That's it. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Not complaining. I'm just giving a massive thank you, shout out to the supporters.
Me too.
And the haters as well. All right, so let's get down to it. 4 games. Game 1, OKC Spurs. This one could go either way. As far as the total is concerned, we know that this could be, the Spurs can have one of those games where they score 120 and the other team scores 108, or it could go 83 to, like 93 to 85. They played one game earlier this year that went very, very low scoring at the Spurs. So for me, the total, I might have a second half play on it, but as far as the full game total, no way am I touching it.
Is it still at 201?
200 to have or 201 got bet down from the opener of 203. Lions Spurs minus 6.5 or 7. Do you have an opinion on this game or a play?
Yes, I do. I have a play. I'm going with the full game. I'm taking the underdog. I'm going OKC plus the 6.5.
Well, we're going to give you 7 for
7.
that.
Give me. That's right.
Split
Actually,
line,
I did
6.5 or 7.
I'm going to take it with the 7. I think they're going to bring everything they have. They're rested, and so is San Antonio.
Right.
But I just think this is going to be a tight series all the way down the line. I don't see a bunch of big blowouts. So I'm banking. I'm taking OKC plus 7.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go on OKC plus 7 as well. I have a good sign for you. There's a Facebook sports betting group, very active sports betting group that I'm part of, and there's this one, my favorite guy. I'm not going to name him because he didn't officially give me permission to name him, but maybe I'll ask him if I can name him. But he posts all over there. He's a hedge fund manager for Goldman Sachs, Mike Brenner.
Okay. Wow.
This is not a sad sack loser like the people we're used to associating with. Hedge fund manager, Goldman Sachs, okay?
It's about profit, baby.
This guy bets, 20, 50 grand a game, and his record is excellent overall. He posted a pick on this game. OKC plus 7.
Plus the 7.
So we're in good company here, Mike Brenner.
That's right, with the hedge fund manager.
You're on it, and I'm going to be on it as well. Moving on to the Sunday game, Charlotte-Miami. Man, this is a tough one. The Charlotte-Miami game, I took the first half under on their game yesterday, but I didn't take the full game under. The first half went way over. The game still wound up going under.
I saw that. They just literally fourth quarter, they were missing shots left and right.
So here we go, game 7, an early start. I asked some people, I asked a guy on one of our commenters, I said, who predicted that Miami would win game 6. Yeah. I gave him a lot of credit. I forgot his name, but great call. I asked him, does he think Miami's going to win game 7? He's like, yeah, they definitely win game 7. But it's 6.5 points, so they cover 6.5. What do you think?
I'm going with the first half. I'm going with the first half minus 3.5. I think the energy. Dwayne Wade, I just saw something in him last night at the end of that game. He is pumped up, and this arena is going to be crazy. I think Charlotte it just took a lot out of them last night. So I'm banking on the first half tomorrow, and I also have them on a 2-team teaser, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that sexy. I'm thinking about, I'm trying to figure out what I think about this total. I'm thinking about the first half under again, but you think it's going to be an electric atmosphere. Does that mean defense or?
I don't know about defense. If it is the defense, it'll be Miami. I think Whiteside's going to have a big game. I look for Luol Deng to have a big game. But Charlotte's got to throw everything on out there. So
I'll tell you what, I will take the first half under 96, even though I got burned on that yesterday.
Okay. 96.
I will be on the first half under 96. Now, what about the full game spread? Charlotte plus 6.5. It feels like it's going to go down to the wire, right?
It does. Staying off it though, I can't call it right now. I'm just not in that zone for that. But I'm just telling you, Pistol Pete, it wouldn't surprise me if if the Heat can get a big win like they did in games 1 and 2, because everything has all changed now, all the dynamics. Plus, they're getting tired. 7-game series.
Yeah. I'm going to give the first half under 96 and also the full game under 191.5.
Ooh, Pistol Pete.
And now, moving on to the crazy one. Maybe you have a strong opinion on this one. Portland, Golden State. The line opened at, I think, 7 or 7.5. Quickly got bet up to 8, though. You can't get 7 or 7.5 now. It's Golden State -8. Total is all over the place. 210, 210.5, or 211 market wide. And I am going to give a pick on this one. I'm going to give the under. I'll get into my analysis of that in a second. But what's your take on this one? Do you have a pick?
I've got 2 picks on this.
Really? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm going with the first quarter, and this is a speculative line. It's going to be 2.5. I'm just going to tell you it's going to be 2.5, and I'm going to lock it in later. 2.5, and I'm going Golden State on the first half -4.5. The Portland team, and I know last night I didn't cash with them, but that team I saw, they're in trouble. This is going to be a quick series. That team has nothing except Lillard and McCollum. The other guys just do not show up. Without that perimeter game, they're in trouble, and I think they're going to definitely be outcoached here. I think Steve Kerr, Luke Walton, who's moving on, by the way, to the Lakers. I tweeted that last night when I heard it. But I love it. I think Golden State's going to cover the first half -4.5, and I got them on the quarter -2.5.
And what do you think about the under 211? I'm thinking, Portland's going to try to play some kind of defense, at least in game 1.
I don't think they can, though. I don't know about that under, Pete. If anything, I think that flies over.
You think it flies over?
I do. I think because Portland's got to obviously bring everything they have.
They're going to try to outscore Golden State?
Well, they can't lock down on a half-court defense. They just can't do it. But if the under does cover, it's going to be because Portland gets blown out. That's my prediction.
Like the first game in the Houston series. Houston tried to clamp down, and Golden State got a blowout, but it still went way under.
Well, most importantly, what's your thoughts on it? Because you are the totals guy, Pete.
I am the totals guy, but this one is one where I know that
I think it's going to be a second half tweets. What I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I'll have a second half. I'm 11-1
on
my second.
And I mean it.
11-1 on second half totals.
Come on. I love it.
All right, you know what? This one.
It makes this look like
This one I'll pass on the total. I'll pass because you're right. It could go either way, and like Golden State could also explode in the second half.
Yes,
211. I'll pass on the total for this one.
But you got to agree, the way they played last game without Curry, they know they can play without him. So they're going to just be picking up steam. That arena is going to be crazy, and Portland's going to figure out real quick that they were lucky to get past that first round. So. And then, hats off to Terry Stotts. Good
last
job.
game 7, Indiana Toronto. That was another one. I did wind up taking Indiana on the full game as well, but they didn't cover the first half, and they blew them out in the second half. Covered easily.
What the hell went on there?
Yeah, I personally would have probably liked the first half better than the full game. I had both of them, but interesting. Now we have a game 7, and Toronto. Are they reliable enough to be given 6.5 points? I tend to think not.
I'm staying so far away from this one again.
Why not just take Indiana plus?
Because I don't trust them either.
I
don't know. Miles Turner, this kid is just choking, except he had a decent outing. But I'm just staying off, and I'm not trying to piss off Toronto Nation, but Dwayne Casey, this probably be his last playoff run. Should be anyway. But, I don't know, man. There's just not there's nothing there that's grabbing me, Pete.
They could get blown out, but you know what? If you're giving me 6.5, I think I'll take it.
Because it's game 7. It's everything, right?
It's game 7. It's everything. Indiana plus 6.5. The total in this one, again, I'll probably have a second half play on this one. But as far as the first half or the pregame, it's tough. Could easily go over. The Greek has a lean to the over. It's 190.5. That's a low total.
Oh, that is
the
low.
Greek has a low. I guess my lean would be to the over as well.
I think it would be the over.
Am I going to give that? No.
No. Okay.
But I might have. I'll almost definitely. No. I'll probably have a second half play on that one. All right. We covered all 4 games.
No, I got a teaser though.
Oh, you got a teaser.
Yeah, I got a two-team teaser for tomorrow. For Sunday's games. Golden State will be -4 after the 4-point adjustment because it was -8, and the Heat will be -2.5 because it's -6.5. I think that is an absolute ticket casher. I'm way overdue, and this teaser right here is going to put some money in my pocket.
Sounds good, Mike Brenner. All right, I like your picks. Review them.
I'm going to review everything for today. Oklahoma City Thunder on the game plus the 7 that I got, thanks to my line shopper. And then for Sunday, Golden State on the quarter -2.5. Golden State on the first half -4.5. Miami Heat first half -3.5. And a 2-team ticket casher, baby, with Golden State -4, Miami Heat -2.5.
All right, and my picks are OKC plus 7. I'm taking Charlotte, Miami first half under 96 and full game under 191.5. Pass on the Portland Golden State, and I'm taking Indiana plus 6.5. And what about that Charlotte plus 6.5? You think that Miami, you would makes you nervous?
Yeah, it does. Because the first two games, if all these games have been real close, but the first two were just so
in
spread
Game
out.
6, Miami, they shot 50% for three. They also killed them on the boards.
I know they did.
Yeah.
I know. Staying off it on that one, Pistol.
All right, so my pick's OKC plus 7, Charlotte, Miami first half full game under, and Indiana plus 6.5, and I guess that's it.
Okay, well, listen, I'm going to say it one more time. Congratulations on the second half tweets. You manned up, you did it, and you're producing. You're kicking ass, taking names.
Loshak. All right, Mike.
But you know what, though? I think we're going to have a profitable weekend, my friend. Let's get it.
Good energy, and we'll be back on Monday.
You got it.